loves, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my updated Holy Grail makeup products, and I actually did a video like this about a year ago. I'll link that down below if you guys want to go check that out. And I actually, looking at my little pile of things, I don't have a ton of things to share with you guys. I just feel like I haven't really fallen in love with too many products over the past couple months and over the past year or so. And a lot of the things that I do have are mostly drugstore, so thumbs up for that. I did not do it on purpose. I just really love my drugstore makeup. Sometimes I feel like drugstore makeup is like just as good as high-end, if not better, so you can never go wrong with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to know what my Holy Grail makeup items are, then please keep watching. Alright, so the first precious little baby I want to talk about is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Foundation. I have just been so obsessed with this in the past couple, I think 2 or 3 months. I've been using this every single time I wear makeup. I've been wearing this just because I really wanted to see how it works on my skin and how it lasts, and I'm really impressed with it, especially for the fact that this was only about $6 or $7 when I went to Walmart to get it. It was like amazing. So like I said, I have the Matte and Poreless. It's for normal to oily skin. They do have one for dry skin, which I'm not too familiar with because I have not tried that one, but from what I've seen on YouTube, a lot of people have really been loving that one as well, so definitely check it out. This foundation, for me, I feel like one good layer of it covers up my imperfections. I don't really need 2 layers. I think if you do 2 layers, it's not going to get cakey on you or anything, but I think that with one good layer, you're honestly good to go. I would say it's definitely a full coverage foundation, and it looks very beautiful. I think it's definitely like a skin enhancer, and by that I mean it kind of makes your skin look like yours, but better. So I really love it. It's so beautiful. Mine is in the shade 220 Natural Beige, and it matches me pretty good. I would say it matches me better whenever I wear my self tanner, but I always make it work whenever I highlight my face and stuff like that. Can't say enough good things about it, so I definitely recommend this if you are looking for a good coverage, very inexpensive foundation. Alright, next I want to mention 2 primers. These are both by Hard Candy. The first one is the Shine Free Primer, and I always like to use these 2 primers together just because I feel like they both have different consistencies. So the Shine Free one right here has more of a silicone base. It reminds me of the Benefit Professional, and then the Dark Spot Correcting one has more of a very liquidy consistency. So when I put them together, I just feel like they create the perfect like consistency, and I just love the way it makes my skin feel, and it just gives me a nice base to work with whenever I put my foundation on. It just goes on so smooth and flawless. I believe both of these together help with mattifying my face and also just toning down any discoloration that I may have on it. So I really like these. They're very inexpensive. Again, you can get Hard Candy at Walmart. Alright, I have 2 more Maybelline products. No, I'm not sponsored by Maybelline. I really love their whole makeup line at the drugstore. I think it's one of my favorites. Anyways, I want to talk about the Maybelline Fit Me concealers. I have 2 shades here because I use one obviously when I'm pale, and then in the summer when I get tan, I love this concealer as well. So this one, the light one, is in the shade 10, and then it's shade light, and then the dark one is in deep 35, so I do get pretty dark in the summer. Anyways, I love these concealers for underneath my eyes or just to cover up any blemishes on my face. If I'm ever just not in the mood to wear a full coverage foundation, I like to just dab a little bit of this on my face and then set it with a powder, and I'm good to go. It's a very beautiful concealer for a very cheap price. I do have a video comparing this one with the NARS Radiant Creamy, and this one is so much better than the NARS one in my opinion. It lasts longer, it looks better, and I love it. I just like this one, the consistency of it, a lot better as well than the NARS one. So this is definitely just like a winner from the drugstore. I've been using this for years and I love it. So next I want to talk about the Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free Foundation Stick. So if you guys watched my highlight and contour video, I showed you guys how I use this. I use it to cream contour, and I love it. It's so easy to work with. All I do is just like apply it to the areas where I want to contour my face and my nose, and then I just blend it out, and it blends out beautifully. It doesn't look muddy on my face or anything like that. This one is in the shade Toffee Caramel. I absolutely love it. This is also good as a foundation, but it's not very good coverage. It's about light to medium coverage, so it is like a good foundation maybe to use in the summer if you just want to dab this on your face, rub it in with a beauty blender or a brush, and then apply a little bit of concealer to cover up any other imperfections, and then you're good to go. So I really do like this as well, and it's amazing. Alright, next I want to talk about blushes, and actually about a year ago I was never really into blushes. I don't know what it was. I just didn't really like them. I wasn't too fond of them, but I have absolutely fallen in love with the Milani baked blushes over the past year. I love Milani and Wet n Wild when it comes to blushes because I think they're such high quality products for just a very cheap price. So I like the Milani baked blushes, especially just because they're baked, so they have a nice shimmer when you put them on your face. Now, when I first saw some of these, I was like, oh god, it's gonna be glitter like chunks on my face, but it's nothing like that. When you put it on, it's like so pretty. This one is one of my favorites. It's called Rose Doro. It's a really pretty like peach rose color, and these are very pigmented. If you just do one swipe, you're good to go. Like, do not dab your brush in the product and then put it on your face because it's going to look like too much. But these are just literally amazing. This one is one of my favorite colors in the summertime. It's called Coralina. It's the perfect coral color. And I don't know about you guys, but I especially in the summertime love having a nice healthy looking glow to my skin, so I loved anything that says baked because it's just going to make you look so pretty and glowing. Next, I wanted to mention my Mary Luminizer from the Balm. I have this on today. I don't know if you guys can see it, but if you guys have been watching my makeup tutorials, you know that I've been talking about the hard candy highlighters for a really long time. I really like them, but when I was like really comparing them like eye to eye, both of them together, I feel like they just don't really compare to the Mary Luminizer because they're not as pigmented or buttery as this one. I do love the hard candy ones, don't get me wrong, but this one definitely takes the win because of just the formulation of it. So this is a beautiful highlighter. I use this all the time in the summertime, in the winter, pretty much all year round. It's just so versatile. I even love using it to highlight my face and everything, and also in my inner corner and my brow bone. It's just a very versatile product, and I love it. I have another face product, and what do you guys know? The L'Oreal Super Blendable Powder. This one is in the shade Cocoa. I believe it's a darkest shade that they have, but this stuff is so good. Like, this is definitely my biggest #1 essential in the summertime because I could never find good bronzer in the summer when I'm really dark that's going to actually show up on my skin, and this does the job for me. I love it. And when it says super blendable, because it is like just a powder, I just got a darker shade to use it as a bronzer. It's definitely really blendable and really easy to work with. Sometimes with bronzers, for me, like when they're really dark like this, they just look muddy on my face and they just look like just not cute, and they're really hard to blend. But with this one, I never have that issue, so I really like it. And this stuff is really dark, so definitely do a light hand with it. You can't really see it on my hand, but when you actually use a brush and put it on, it's really dark. So if you are a little bit pale like me, or maybe paler, I would get maybe a lighter shade of this powder, or if you are going to use this, I would do a really light hand because it can look super dark. So I recommend this to people who are a little bit darker than me, a little bit tanner, because it's going to look so nice. Alright, next I have a very overrated product, but I had to mention it because I use them so much. They're the NYX Butter Glosses. I have been just so obsessed with them ever since they came out. I love them so much. I like them because they have a lot of neutral shades, and then they also have colors like this that are like really nice for the spring and summertime. And I like these because if you are a person who doesn't really like to wear really bold lips, or you're just not really into it, but you maybe sometimes just want like a light wash of color, these are the way to go because you can add a wash of color to your lips, like a pop of color, but it's not going to be like too over the top. So I really like these. So these are just the neutral shades that I have, which I love, but I'm going to tell you guys my favorite one, like ever of all time, and I'm wearing it today. It's Merengue. I love this one, and I'm wearing it with, this is Maybelline's Lilac Flush. Yeah, Lilac Flush lipstick. This is what I'm wearing today on my lips, but I feel like this Merengue lip gloss looks good with pretty much any nude, any pink lipstick. I combine this lip gloss with pretty much any lipstick. Like, I love it. It's so versatile. So these, obviously, they're butter glosses, and they're like butter on your lips. They're not sticky. They smell really good. I feel like these little tubes also last me a really long time, and I wear a lot of lip products, so this one is definitely my all-time favorite. It's a dupe for MAC Snob, which is another one of my all-time favorite lip glosses, so definitely recommend these. And oh my gosh, I almost forgot the most important thing. I wanted to mention my Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette. I had to include this in here because I have fallen so deeply in love with this over the past, I don't even know how long I've had it, like 2 months or so. I wear this pretty much every single day. I'm wearing it today on my eyes. I feel like you can create a lot of looks with it. The colors are very neutral, and when I first saw this palette when it first came out, it didn't look too appealing to me, which is why it took me so long to purchase it. But once I finally got it and I started playing with the colors, I'm like, oh my god, I love you. It's so good, and not to mention the fact that it smells like chocolate. Like, I want to eat it, and if I could, I probably would. Last but not least, I wanted to mention some of my favorite lashes. These are like, I cannot live without these lashes. I love Ardell lashes because they're very inexpensive to begin with, and I'm like a Sally Beauty Supply Club member or whatever, so I pay $5 for the whole year, and then I can get discounts throughout the whole store for a whole year, so it's definitely worth it. So I restocked on these 2 days ago, I believe, and I got 3 pairs for about, I think it was like $8, so it was a really good deal. So the first ones are the Demi Wispies. I'm wearing them today. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I love these lashes for just like an everyday look, or even if you want to glam them up and wear them like for a prom or for a date night or something. They're very versatile lashes. They make your eyes kind of just like a very like girly, flirty look because they have like that little wisp at the end, so they just make your eyes look kind of just like, I feel like bigger and just more awake. I love falsies. I think they really complete any makeup look. So these are like my essential. I use these a lot in my makeup tutorials. And my next ones that I love are just the regular Wispies. These are really, really pretty too. They're very full and they just glam up your eyes, and I just honestly, in my opinion, like if you like to wear lashes a lot like me, I would get these and wear them a lot because they don't look like too drag queenish or anything like that. They look very, like you can tell that you have falsies on, but at the same time they look natural at the same time. So, and my next ones that I love are the Ardell 106s. These are beautiful. They make your eyes almost look like doll-like, and I love them so much. So these are my 3 favorite pairs. Alright guys, so those are all of my Holy Grail makeup items. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to shoot me a comment down below letting me know what some of your must-have products are, just things that you cannot live without. I would love to know and try out some of your favorites. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like this video if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! Hi everyone, so today is Friday the 13th. It's about 10 o'clock right now. I just got done class.